Very nicely done. The crowd loved that one, and so did I. Côte d'Ivoire trying their luck once again down the right-hand side. So, trying to find Ahmad. Ball cut out by Burundi's busy midfield. Going sideways and then going backwards. That was a very sloppy back pass. There was pressure on the Burundi goal. Clearance by Nahimana. It's nodded forward, but this is not clean at the moment. It's more like it, Burundi. Stringing two passes together, now heading forward into the midfield. Keeping nice and calm. Great work from Buderi earlier on. But Burundi forced backwards, and that's a sloppy pass collected by Côte d'Ivoire midfield, but the exchange of possession, things quite frantic at the start of this second half. I'm finding it hard to keep up. So Burundi trying their luck down this left-hand side. Ball calmly stroked out of play by Olon Kosonu, gifting the throw into Burundi. Burundi's still trying to construct on this left-hand side. Adsokbe finds Ahmad, cuts it inside to Kessier. Fofana. Fofana looks for options. Easy ball. That's Kona. This is Ahmad on the left. Fofana, Kona again. Left-footed cross goes out. It's interesting. And the pressure's on here. Côte d'Ivoire. Shot on goal. And wide of that, far upright. Jonathan Nahamana appeared to have it covered, but nonetheless, another indication of the quality of Côte d'Ivoire. Conan's cross. Not quite cleared. And the attempt there, only just wide. Yes, I think it's fair to say Burundi's keeper had it covered. But it's nice seeing quality of this move from Côte d'Ivoire. It's the United man, Manchester United's Amad Diallo, with the final effort. Ibrahim Sangare of Nottingham Forest. The assist that could have been. Meanwhile, Fofana in midfield for Côte d'Ivoire. Plays the ball backwards. Ndika. Kessier. Zeva finds Kosonu. This is Zokbe. Tricky customer. Plays it to Bayo. The ball is overrun, but really clear, but only as far as Kessier, the inevitable, in midfield. On that central pivot role, he's been involved in almost everything for Côte d'Ivoire this evening. Fofana is forced backwards. Great pressing by Burundi, but the ball still in possession of the elephants of Côte d'Ivoire. Burundi's nicknamed the Swallows. They're swooping, but they're not picking up the ball. Here we go. Neat play. Sadly, being caught out. It's Kessier cleaning up in midfield for Côte d'Ivoire. Another dainty bit of footwork there from Ghislaine Conan. And the first goal came to the right-hand side. Good with the second coming up. Over the bar it goes. He took a very wicked deflection. There were smiles all around. Around the Côte d'Ivoire team. Pressure on for Burundi. Fofana there wondering what could have been. And you can see the desperate defending. That challenge was needed. Second Fofana of Stade Brestois plays his football in Ligue 1 France. Post by post, Côte d'Ivoire have more quality than the Burundi side, but they are only leading by a goal to nil. Amad Diallo of Manchester United with this corner. Two hands, what does that mean? Let's see. Little jiggle of the feet, the ball's chipped in. Out it goes. Amad in possession again. Goes neatly inside. Côte d'Ivoire playing the easy ball, but there's good movement. Burundi desperately defending. The shot is blocked. It bobbles to a Côte d'Ivoire player. Now Burundi trying to clear their lines, heading down this left-hand side. There's little in support. One to chase. But sadly there are too many orange shirts for that Burundi player to make any kind of impact. Fofana from his penalty area is able to contribute as best he can. Fofana, of course, the goalkeeper who plays his football in Turkey. As I understand it, no relation to Seko Fofana, who plays his football at Stade Rennais. I correct my error from earlier. I said on his breast he played for Stade Rennais. Rennes, he plays his football. Super formations in the defense. Here come Côte d'Ivoire. Jink his way through. Again, great work by Mudiri. He's worked very hard, and in terms of the defence for Burundi, I think Akbar Mudiri's been the standout player, as in many ways as Simon Adingra for the Côte d'Ivoire team, who of course part of the Sunderland team that is new to the English Premier League, promoted this season. Big recruitment there on the Weir side in north-eastern England. Sunderland trying to avoid going back down again, as sadly often happens to newly promoted teams in the English Premier League. That's Fofana of Rennes. Building down this left-hand side. Ndika plays the ball to Kasunu. So combining once again with Kessier, the captain. And they're playing it a bit tight, but it's worked out for them quite nicely. Côte d'Ivoire still in possession. And looking very comfortable at this stage. Let's move it up front then, moving on that right-hand side. Straight down the inside right channel. That's a really good move. But the pressure too much. Burundi pushing Côte d'Ivoire back to where they started. So let's see if they can build up from here. Coming down the middle this time. Referee Bushra will be light that one towards the free kick to Côte d'Ivoire for the foul committed on the number 17, Lok Zobe, who'd come in from his right-hand side defensive position. Côte d'Ivoire really trying to sort of show total football element to what they're doing here. The orange shirts of Côte d'Ivoire perhaps reflecting at this stage the orange of the Netherlands of the 1970s. There's the header. Nahimana is not happy there. He felt that his defenders shouldn't have allowed Côte d'Ivoire to get that chance on goal. And certainly Ibrahim Sangare feels he could have done better. Burundi defending in numbers. Vacuum Bio it was with the header. His big chance to get his second goal of the game. Lovely cross. Again, the angle of the cross there. The goalkeeper did nothing about that. The ball swinging away. The central defenders really need to take control. But Vayo should have done, could have done better with that. Fofana, the goalkeeper. Kessier, captain of midfield. Neatly stroking the ball around. Côte d'Ivoire playing with no pressure, it seems. which can be a sign of great confidence, and some might say overconfidence, because perhaps a 2-goal margin will make things a lot more comfortable for the fans who are watching this. Because as we know in football, it can only take a split second to score that goal that ruins everybody's plans. Burundi are really putting in the work, as we've said, and it's fair to say on paper there's massive quality gaps in all positions between these two teams. Côte d'Ivoire quality throughout the entire squad. Burundi really patched up a squad of players who play in lower leagues in what might be termed as lesser footballing nations. No disrespect to anybody, but Côte d'Ivoire boasting players who play in the top leagues in England, in France, in Italy. And now another attack by Côte d'Ivoire. It's cleared. Again, a lack of quality with that final ball. Ready for Fana. Goalkeeper easily finds This is Odilon Kasonu. Dika once again looks to his left. It's for Fana on the left-hand side. Côte d'Ivoire threading down his left. Players in support, players everywhere. It seems that they have lots of options. Burundi trying to grab the ball, trying to win it back, and successfully. It's delightful to watch what Côte d'Ivoire are doing at times with their change of position. Madame Kaboubi shows a yellow card to Ahmad Diallo. Ahmad Diallo is in the book on 57 minutes. The Manchester United. Has been booked for that challenge. Bundling over Waymans. You have to say, as bookings go, that is one that really, really could have and should have been avoided. It's 2 yellows for Côte d'Ivoire, Kessié and Diallo. On the Burundian side of the fences. Yellow card for Parfait Bizoza, which he picked up on 35 minutes. While trying his luck down that right-hand side. The throw-in is awarded to Côte d'Ivoire. Michael Veyman says that fighting about that, but nonetheless play is underway. Côte d'Ivoire in possession. Back. It's a way of trying to tease out the Burundi midfield to create more gaps to slot their players into. Try to unlock this Burundi defence. It's him again. Connor. Dika. Kasonu shouts for the ball, gets it. Right-footed to the right-hand side. This is Zolpe going on a run again. Tricky character. Fana in support. Tries to flip his way into the middle there, but slightly wrong-foots himself. In the meantime, Côte d'Ivoire now on the left-hand side. Switching the play at will. Promising move peters out as it's deflected off a Burundi foot. Bouncing back to Jonathan Nahimana, the Burundi goal. Sekou Fofana, as it does so often for Brest, occupying that. Rennes occupying that central midfield role. He and Kessié really have locked up that midfield for Côte d'Ivoire this evening. A half an hour ago, one can only imagine that a second Ivorian goal is inevitable. Coming chance of obstruction, but no, the referee waves play on. Madam Kadoubi pointing forward. That's a very neat turn. Burundi on the sprint. Excellent defensive work. Excellent defensive work by Côte d'Ivoire. Very much appreciated by this full house here in Abidjan. Stade Félix Houphouët-Boigny is in the north of Abidjan, known locally as La Felicia. La Bonbonnière. It's a candy jar or a sweet box. Candy box. It's a hint that says that basically they regard football here as something to be desired, enjoyed. And certainly tonight, a lot of the play of Côte d'Ivoire has been very enjoyable to watch. But only the long goal. Here comes Fofana, trying to get that ball across. Burundi defending in numbers and defending with determination. Trying to somehow find a way forward. Being forced back by Côte d'Ivoire every step, it seems. Nahimana plays the ball to the left-hand side, and it's hooked, hopefully cut out by Kasonu. Takes the easy way out, moving it back to Fofana, the goalkeeper there. Yaya Fofana. Side to Kasonu. Excuse me, that was Ndika, that's Kasonu. Enterprising. Oh, interesting play by Nahimana. He's under pressure, but he's still trying to play football. That's a goalkeeper of Burundi. You've got to admire that spirit. Here comes Safari, trying to organise chance on goal. Adringa plays the ball in, it's knocked out by Burundi's resolute defence, back in numbers. No sense of panic, but again, no sense of trying to find a way of building. Playing on their lines, but not playing them far enough. Back come Côte d'Ivoire. This is Ahmad looking for a chance. For Farah, exchanged with Ahmad. Ball played across to Conan. He looks up, left-footed. Will he go to the line? He's got an option, come to that left-hand side. Adringa comes back inside, right foot. This is a chance for a shot. The shot comes in. And the end product after that approach play, very disappointing. The crowd smiling. Sangara is saying something in French which I can't translate for you into English rather, because it's rather rude. But you get the message, the disappointment there. This is Parfait Bizoza who's being substituted. He's going to get Kanto's name. And Mokono replaces him. Substitution has been made. McCormick comes on for Bizoza. Let's see if Eli Mokono can change the fortunes of Burundi in this game. Bizoza worked hard, but in the style of the entire Burundi team, working hard against what is looking more and more like an irresistible force. Côte d'Ivoire very much in control of this match. Nahimana, foot on the ball. His goalkeeper, cool as a cucumber. Burundi always looking to play football. There's no panic, but there's no goal, and there's no effort on goal of note. Lots of endeavour in midfield, and we're coming into midfield. Oh, this is an interesting move. This is a chance for Burundi. Oh, deep play. And Côte d'Ivoire making a real mess of trying to clear this. Burundi still in with a chance. was a rather panic clearance by Côte d'Ivoire. Great approach play by Burundi, probably the most promising move of the game. Luck Zombie it was who was making the big kick clearance to relieve the pressure. Now we see some movement on the Ivoirian side. It's Adringa who's leading the pitch. Remember, it was his pass that set up the goal for Bayern in the first half. It was a beautiful pass. The Ahmad Diallo again leading the pitch. So two of the most creative players in the Côte d'Ivoire squad are leaving the theatre of action. Being replaced by number 19, Nicolas Pepe, known of course to Arsenal fans, known to Lille fans. The number 14 is Parfait Riagnon. So let's see if Parfait's substitution can bring the perfect finish. And see whether Pepe can add some pep to this Côte d'Ivoire attack. There's a lot of noise from the stadium serenade. But not that much of the crowd who appear to have dropped off to sleep somewhat. They want to shout about us some goals. See what Nicolas Pepe can pull out of the bag. Pepe, a known quality, sure value as we like to say, someone who's scored goals wherever he's played. A highly valued member of MSI5's Ivorian squad. Burundi still pressing forward. There's a lot of industry in this team. You've got to respect how they're working hard. You also have to respect how they don't panic on the ball. It's great to see teams trying to play football like this. This is Sekou Fofana of Rennes. Kessié, as ever, calmly striking the ball around the pitch. Didn't work out that time, but more often than not, his link play is excellent. Ball easily cut out. This is Andika coming forward. Kasonu, excuse me. Côte d'Ivoire trying to cheat for the this is interesting stuff. Can we get a shot on goal? The Burundian foot there just denying the baying crowd here in Abidjan, who are dying for another goal, aren't they? They want nothing more than to see someone like Nicolas Pepe add that finishing touch. And the former Arsenal man there showing how he can make things happen. Still 1-0 Côte d'Ivoire lead. That goal in the 3rd minute by Vaku Bayo. Vaku Bayo, who's looked dangerous throughout the match. Perhaps disappointed not to have added to that tally. He had a very clear chance later on in the first half. The striker who plays his football at Udinese in the Italian Serie A. His goal is the one that makes the difference here between these two teams in this Group F FIFA World Cup 2026 Africa qualifier. Burundi here losing control. Côte d'Ivoire taking possession once again. Côte d'Ivoire, you'll notice, playing with 4 men along that back line. Perhaps MSI5 decided to go for the 1-0 and stick with that rather than to press on and create more. But there is a certain fluidity about how Côte d'Ivoire play. It can look like a 4 or 5 man defence, then it suddenly becomes a 4 or 5 man attack. It is great to watch. Corner chips the ball forward, looking for Pepe. Pepe takes a tumble, referee blows play on, Fofana takes a tumble. But the Rennes midfielder his pleas go unrewarded by referee Kabubi. In the meantime, a Burundi player is poleaxed. The camera is on Sangare. 2 substitutions now for Burundi. Kanakalana leave the pitch. And it's Kirongozi and Sudi who are coming on to replace them. Last roll of the dice by Burundi, but certainly we're getting towards that stage in the game, aren't we? 71 minutes, 72 minutes. Burundi really yet to have a shot on goal. Côte d'Ivoire happy to control the game, it seems. Coach Amerse Faye happy to pick up the 3 points, not push the players to try to get more. Plays certainly been the goalkeeper, Jonathan Nahimana. He's seen a lot of action. Apart from the goal, which I really think he couldn't have done anything about. He's certainly played well and saved his team on many occasions. And Kessie there with the neat basketball move around the back. And more change now for Côte d'Ivoire.
Les amis, likez la vidéo s'il vous plaît. C'est gratuit, likez s'il vous plaît. C'est gratuit, likez.
Fofana's had a good game. It's about the number 12. And that number 22 is Sébastien Haller playing for Utrecht. He of course formerly of West Ham.
Merci beaucoup à celui qui a liké tout à l'heure.
Formerly of Ajax.
Likez les gars, likez, c'est gratuit.
West Ham didn't turn out the way he wanted to, but when his move to Borussia Dortmund happened, that was when he had that health scare that has been much reported. But he's since become a very vocal advocate for people then check themselves for testicular cancer. Back to the football. This is interesting. Côte d'Ivoire really exciting the crowd, as you can hear. Oh, great play. Bubble off the ball. Referee Kabubi not impressed by that. She's waving play on. Côte d'Ivoire player poleaxed up front, and Burundi sprinting forward. Burundi still in possession, still trying to create, but threat snuffed out by the many orange shirts that crowded that defense. A great move from Kodan. He's having a really nice time tonight. He's loving it. There he goes. Very calm, very collected. What a cool customer. Okay, ball kicked out of play. There is still a Côte d'Ivoire player who is injured. On come the medics. You can see there he's gestured to say he was elbowed. I think that gentleman agrees with him. Bushra Kabubi very much on the spot. This is nice play from the number 14. Voyagnon.
Les gars, mettez un petit pouce bleu, ça vous coûte rien. Mettez un petit pouce bleu, s'il vous plaît. Merci.
Well, that's no progress there. Sangare there, wetting his whistle. And Mr. Perfect is trotting back into position. There he is going to the touchline before he can re-enter play. Let's take a look again at this move. That's Pepe trying to find his way through, weave his way through. He takes the temple, he's looking for a penalty. Making an instant Nicola Pepe. Director liking the jinky move here, and why not? It's quality stuff, isn't it? Was he fouled or did he fall over? We know what the thought is on the Ivorian bench. There we go. The arms being waved. I'm not sure. Now then, opinions to one side. Let's get back to the play as we see it. La Bonbonnière here.
Messi play like Messi play
Abidjan,
like.
one of the nicknames for this grand old stadium. Stade Félix Houphouët-Boigny. Built in 1964, it's seen some great moments over the years. It's seen triumph, it's seen tears with the crowd tragedies, of course, that have dogged the reputation of Ivorian football. Last one here back, sadly, in 2009, 90 people killed in a stampede when part of the stand collapsed. That was at an international match, Côte d'Ivoire versus Malawi. That was in March 2009. Since then, there's been renovations to create a much safer environment for football. The enthusiasm for the game across Africa is absolutely huge. Wherever you go, people talk football, football, football. And certainly whenever there's a game, people try to flock to the stadiums and get in there as soon as they possibly can. Sometimes it does lead to things happening that people regret. However, things are improving, safety is improving, and certainly this stadium here has been renovated to bring it up to international standards. And just take the pitch. You can see the quality of work that has gone into keeping the surface tip-top. That is what you call a late challenge. Sangare sent flying. The Forest man holding his groin there. Let's hope he's not picked up a knock. You can imagine his club manager, Nuno, watching this one and hoping that he's not injured. Fofana now back up. Give us a goal. You can almost hear them saying that, can't you? It's short. While taking it nice and easy as they go. Here we go again with Parfait. Well, nice ball to Conan. Clips it inside. Burundi almost dealing with it, but choosing to play football very neatly, but then giving it away. Côte d'Ivoire back in action, back threatening. Options either side. They decide to come left again to Conan. He in turn plays it back inside. That was Sangare who once again was fouled. Saw a man in the crowd there calling for a yellow card. One might think it could be about time, and that was as late could be. Certainly. Substitute to Elliot Moncono with that late tackle. Gives this free kick to Côte d'Ivoire. Nicolas Pepe standing over the ball. It's chipped in by Parfait. And the ball eventually skies high over the bar. The shot coming in from, or the attempted shot coming in from Jean-Philippe Gabama. Former Everton player. Didn't work out for him at Everton. So here he is. He was injured there for a long time, of course. No fault of his own. Very promising start. Of course, he's back and established in the Côte d'Ivoire squad. The shot comes in.
No. No.
Well, the ball bobbled about. Sebastian Haller there thought perhaps his chance had come. Then after the ball hits the post, bobbles back. It's neatly gathered. Great relief by Jonathan Nahimana. Let's show you a replay of that move. As close can be to Côte d'Ivoire's second goal. Conan getting the play underway again with that throw-in. This is Ndika. Finds Kessié. I hope we can show you again that moment of absolute mayhem in the Burundi defence. Sangare. Kessié. Lovely ball out to Conan. Conan who's having a great game. Oh, that's an interesting one.
No, c'est pas possible.
Jonathan Nahimana for Burundi is having the game of his life between the sticks.
No, avevamo che
Côte d'Ivoire still putting pressure on. How close was that? That could have been 2 goals in 2 minutes. Except for that remarkable man with the Burundi goal, Jonathan Nahimana. That has really woken up the crowd here in Abidjan. Forward they come. Referee he has blown her whistle. She's trotting over to goalkeeper Jonathan Nahimana. Let's see that move. That's parfait. The shot comes
no,
in.
è a Billa.
Bounces off the post. It's absolutely frustrating stuff for Côte d'Ivoire. But you see the Burundi goalkeeper there. Makes one save. Hits the post. It comes off Ali's feet and straight into the hands of Nahimana. This is remarkable stuff. Parfait's ball. The shot coming in from Zogby. Zogby, the defender, is up there playing like an inside left. Fantastic stuff. There hits the post, gets to Ali's feet and straight to the goalkeeper, who's on his backside. He can't take a position at all. There he is, he's down now. He doesn't get back up, and there it goes into his hands. Unlucky for Hala. Great play, you have to say, by Jonathan Nahimana. Exciting stuff here in Abidjan. Look at that. Oh, you can't believe it, can you? Fantastic. Oh, we've got the excitement. 82 minutes gone. It's still 1-0 to Côte d'Ivoire. They could have had 3, we can say that. They could have had 4, they could have had 5. But one suspects Burundi, who haven't tired, they're still working hard. They're still covering the ground. And yes, Nahimana took a bit of a knock in that one. He's had a very solid match for his team, hasn't he? The goal back in the 3rd minute wasn't his fault. It was a beautiful cross by Adringa. It was beautifully finished by big number 9, Vacuum Bio. No one could stop that one. It was a great goal. Nonetheless, Burundi is still working hard, and one suspects that they get that little bit of a lucky bounce, a little slip in that Côte d'Ivoire defence. That could be the moment that opens for Burundi to equalise. So some anxious moments for these very passionate Côte d'Ivoire fans who flock to pack this stadium at Abidjan for this important Group F match. Jean-Philippe Gabin. Times when it was bleak for him when he played in England at Everton FC. A good start. He was injured for a long time. Everton stood by him and tried to get him back to playing health, but at one point he thought maybe he might have to quit the game. But he's come through all of that now and re-established himself as a regular pick in the Côte d'Ivoire squad. Corner. Parfait. Number 14, Parfait has looked, well, I could say perfect, but he hasn't got a goal yet, but he's looked very dangerous when he's come on. And the referee, Bushra Kabubi, taking no nonsense from the Burundian player who is on the deck there. Okay, more movement here on the Burundi bench. We're looking to bring out 2 more players. But we're underway, playing again. Côte d'Ivoire looking to build. Gabama. Parfait's got Connor alongside him. Tries to play in Pepe, didn't work. Burundi back in possession. It's got a desperate lob forward. It doesn't find the white shirt. Orange of Côte d'Ivoire back in possession. Nice move out to that right hand side. Zogby, tricky right back, falls over. Transmits possession to his teammate, who's unable to find his way forward. Nicolas Pepe it was. Couldn't quite make out from a distance that it was him. Should have known that beautifully balanced figure that he's got as he tries to take players on that outside right position. It's Keita about to come on, and Nahimana. Sanga and Mapono leaving the pitch. Mapono leaving the pitch. He came on early as a substitute, so that's possibly a negative mark against his track record. So Burundi with possibly the last roll of the dice. 86 minutes in, they brought on 2 new players to try to inject some attacking verve into the team, but the ball is in possession of Côte d'Ivoire. Gabama, short pass, keeping it nice and neat. Conan crying for it, but not getting it at all. Cosono going inside, links with Gabama. Gabama settling into that holding position. Kessie moving slightly forward. Pepe looking lively there on that right hand side, but unable to get possession. The clock ticks. Referee Bushra Kabubi will at some point tell us how much time is being added on. She's been very, very strict with the players, keeping things moving. As a good referee should, of course. Barry is about to enter the fray. Replacing Ibrahim Sangare. He's had a very solid game in the middle of the park for Côte d'Ivoire. And Operi make a similar impact. The game is there to be taken by the scruff of the neck. There's only 3 minutes of normal time remaining, but it's still time for a fresh pair of legs to make an impact and increase the lead. 1-0 it is here in Abidjan. Côte d'Ivoire dominated the game, scoring that goal in the 3rd minute of the tie, but not building on that in terms of the score, but in terms of control of the match. I'd like to see the possession statistics, because it's clearly been very much a Côte d'Ivoire game. And Madame Kabu will be having a word with the Burundian players. The referee who take no nonsense. Let's keep this game moving. She is the Federation of African Football Female Referee of the Year. The CAF authorities speak of her excellence. And I think tonight we have seen that she is an international ref of absolute quality. Conan for Côte d'Ivoire. Plays it forward. Parfait in possession. What can he create? Burundi clear. It's action stations once again for Burundi. And they failed to keep possession, but foul committed. Adam Kabubi awards the free kick to Burundi in the last minute of normal time. As the clock ticks, Burundi pegged back in their defensive third, trying to play their way through. There is a slip. This is Haller in possession. Sebastian Haller, the striker, plays a very languid and inaccurate ball to his left. Nonetheless, Côte d'Ivoire still in possession. Haller flicks it on. Could this be the final move? Haller in possession takes quite a lead. Nobody's impressed.
No,
It was very theatrical, and I think he's lucky enough to get booked for that. He's holding his hand. Sorry, his hand is on his foot. He's playing that he was kicked. 5 minutes of added time. 5 minutes for Burundi to level the game, perhaps. Or 5 minutes for Côte d'Ivoire to cling on, get those valuable 3 points in their quest for qualification for the 2026 World Cup, being held, of course, in Canada, USA and Mexico. Adam Kabu will be awarding a free kick to Côte d'Ivoire. Foul on Operi, the substitute. Gabama combining with Aller. Gabama going through. What happens to Aller? Does he get kicked? I take it back. He had his foot stood on. He didn't fall in a very dramatic way, though. I think that's probably what put the ref off awarding anything there. Here we see Operi, the substitute, trying to battle his way through. And in turn, there is no compromise from the number 14, Klaus Yukuri. So it's Parfait and Operi. Operi left-footed, curls it outwards. It's cleared. No quality in that, but the shot comes in. Deflected wildly. It's a corner for Côte d'Ivoire. Jean-Philippe Gabama with that shot. He got his foot around that one, didn't he? A lot of power there. As the clock ticks away here in Abidjan. Nicolas Pepe, it is, goes across to take the corner. Sébastien Haller taking his position. Hoping his height can make the difference. Pepe then with the corner. In swinging. Low. Ultimately unsuccessful and hoofed clear by Burundi. Côte d'Ivoire back in possession and the pressure back on Operi. Gabama, lovely ball. Out to Conan. Excuse me, Kessier. This is Operi. Gabama. Plays into Operi again. Ball slotted back to Conan. Gabama looking for it. Parfait on the ball. Kessier on the left. The central midfielder's decided now he's a left winger. And why not? He's having a great game. And the move breaks down. Burundi back in possession, but one wonders just how long will it take for Côte d'Ivoire to notch another goal. Burundi's man of the match, goalkeeper Jonathan Nahimana clears the ball. Goes into midfield, Jean-Philippe Gabama battling to get it back for Côte d'Ivoire. Burundi with one player in possession, three up front. There's a man arriving on the right-hand side too. Côte d'Ivoire are back in numbers, but Burundi come forward. Is this the chance they're looking for? Corner, yes, corner to Burundi. The clock ticks away. We're getting in towards the last minute of added time. And it's Burundi who have what could be the final chance of the match. So the corner is swinging in. In swinging corner. Fofana, the goalkeeper, gets his hand to it. Pressure is off, Côte d'Ivoire. Burundi there with a chance to rip up the script. Level the game. That wouldn't have gone down well with this crowd, of course. But in some ways it would have been exactly what Burundi deserve. And the pressure is still here. Burundi's still in the attacking third. Trying to get a shot on goal. It's a possibility. Push it out to the left. Here we have a chance. Côte d'Ivoire swarming around this one, and there's no quality in that shot, sadly, for Burundi. He scratches his head, certainly. He knows he could have and should have done better. Credit, though, to Côte d'Ivoire, defending in numbers, putting pressure on the ball. And in many ways forcing the Burundi player to attempt the shot at the wrong moment when he was off balance, and the result is a goal kick. Yaya Fofana of Côte d'Ivoire takes the kick. Referee Bushra Kaaboubi of Morocco brings this game to a close. The crowd in Abidjan, well, they will be happy with the result. They would have liked more goals, and certainly we all would have liked more goals, because that's what makes football go round. But here we see the scoreline. Côte d'Ivoire 1, Burundi 0. Côte d'Ivoire going back into that pole position in Group F in these Africa qualifiers for the FIFA World Cup.
Ok, on s'attrape les gars.